Hey Toy fans, D21 Beast here, back with another vlog for you guys. I wanted to do a vlog because I'm really overdue for getting a vlog done. I've been kind of putting it off for a while. And I'm going to try to get this one done here while the sun's setting, so hopefully my video doesn't get too dark by the end of it. I'll try to color correct it if it does become an issue. But so I wanted to kind of talk about my YouTube status, I guess. I started doing videos in July of 2014. I had done some YouTube stuff before that, but really the figure reviewing and all the geek stuff started July of 2014, and this past July was my 1-year mark. And I have been immensely fulfilled by all of the content that I've been creating. It's really been, a great stress reliever for one, but it's been fun to be able to share, my love of geek culture, comic books, things like that, with all of you guys who watch me on a regular basis and who interact with me. And probably one of the best things about this last year is all the interactions I've had with people on YouTube. And I definitely want to thank, those of you who've been sticking with me through a lot of the videos. I wrote your names down just so I don't miss anybody, but Discount Geek, Magasushi Nerd, Crusader of Weapons, Typing Comments, Servando Fuentes, Jeff, Randy, Greg, Kamen Rider Silver, and of course Glenn Webb. I appreciate you guys interacting with me and taking an interest in my passion and sharing your thoughts on the stuff I've been reviewing. It's been awesome to be part of this community of geeks and toy collectors. I'd taken a week off, almost, it's coming up on a week, because I just celebrated my 30th birthday, so I went, I don't know if you remember, if you've been following me for a while, but I did live in Missouri, but I recently moved to Kentucky, and I still don't really know anybody out here. So for my 30th birthday, I went back to Missouri and I hung out with Greg and Jeff and some other family out there and did a bit of shopping. Of course, it's a birthday, and if you're fortunate enough, like me, I guess, people give you money for your birthday, which is great. So I definitely picked up a few things, and I'm going to do a bit of a haul video here in this vlog. But just kind of wanted to check in with you guys and kind of talk about what's coming up this fall. I plan on doing the 13 Days of Halloween video review series again. I tried it again last year, and it was a lot of work, but it was some of the most fun videos that I did. And I'm already kind of putting together my list of the sort of scary related toys, or just kind of anything that can be associated with Halloween or horror or anything like that. So, but it's been fun to put that together, and I enjoyed doing it last year. And last year I even had a giveaway, which ended up having 2 winners because the original winner didn't message me. Well, they messaged me through YouTube, and at the time I was still new to it, and I was expecting YouTube to notify me when you had a message in your YouTube inbox, which I guess they don't do, or maybe I still don't know how to check in on that. But as it was, though, I ended up giving away 2 prize packages. So I'm looking at my resources, but I'm kind of trying to put that together, and I think for this year's 13 Days of Halloween, I might even try to do that again. So guys, definitely look forward to that. But so let's go ahead and show you then. Like I said, I went on a bit of a shopping spree. I'm going to move the camera off my tripod here, and I'm going to show you some of the stuff I picked up, I guess, for my birthday, and so that you can expect to see coming in future videos. And then I figured, since I've kind of got my shelves in my room the way I want it, now that I've moved, I'll just go ahead and show you, I guess, my place, so you guys can kind of get an idea of, what my lifestyle's like. I don't know if you even want to see that, but I figured, why not? I've got everything kind of the way I want it. So let's start by taking a look at that, the haul that I got. So bear with me here as I get the camera disconnected. Got everything laid out here on my bed. So, as I was out, I went to different comic shops. I went to Toys R Us, Target, Walmart, all the usual places, but then local comic shops in Missouri. Distant Planet Comics in Columbia, Missouri. If you guys haven't been there, if you're in that area, in the mid-Missouri area, definitely check it out. From there, I picked up a Marvel Zombie Sabretooth, and I really think that guy looks awesome. I can't wait to review him. If you guys want to see him sooner, let me know in the comments, but I think I might end up saving that guy for 13 Days of Halloween, since, he is pretty much a horror-themed figure. Before I had left town, I finally got a Chameleon figure in, which I'm really excited about. I might still try to get a second one of those, because I really like that he comes with a Jonah head, and I'd like to not have to switch the Chameleon head and Jonah head all the time, but we'll see how that goes. That guy's already kind of a little pricey on the secondary market, and I don't see that going down anytime soon. I did pick up Iron Fist, also shortly before I left town, so I'll finally be able to finish Odin the Allfather, which is pretty exciting. But then Jeff, for my birthday, got me the Winter Soldier, which is awesome. I missed him last year. But I'm trying to put together a complete collection of MCU heroes, especially with Civil War coming up. I'm getting pretty excited for that, so I'm glad to have that guy in my collection. So thank you, Jeff, and I'll be reviewing that shortly. My brother picked up for me the Axis Age of Apocalypse 2-pack with Superior Iron Man. Now, I haven't read a lot of Superior Iron Man. I wasn't huge into Axis. The reviews weren't great, and all the sort of surrounding material around it really hasn't gotten me energized for it. But I am a big Apocalypse fan, and I regret missing the Apocalypse Minimate way back in the day when they released that. So, good on my brother for giving me that Apocalypse. I still plan to track down the Hobgoblin and Carnage 2-pack, so you guys may see that in future videos. And then with my birthday money, I just got the Best of Minimates Wave Spider-Man and Green Goblin. I look forward to reviewing that. I got the Age of Ultron, Captain America, and Thor. You guys may remember I have the Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver already, so I'm putting together an army there of MCU characters. I picked up the Age of Ultron, Black Widow, and Iron Man. I even picked up the Age of Ultron Hulkbuster and Rampaging Hulk minifigure, which is awesome. Now, I do wish that that was a green Hulk, but I do understand the original concept for the film was to have Hulk be gray while he was mind controlled by Scarlet Witch. So it's cool that we have a gray Hulk here. I may still try to track down a green Minimates Hulk. I just want to have a really nice display of both Marvel Legends MCU figures and Minimate MCU figures. And then at a used game store, Slackers in Columbia, they're also in Jefferson City and St. Louis, and I think they've been expanding. I picked up the 2003 Ninja Turtle Brawler for Game Boy, which is a really awesome cartoon show, but this is made by Konami, and it's one of those classic side-scrolling brawlers, so I'm glad I got that. I picked up X-Men Mutant Wars for Game Boy Color. This game was only going for about $5, and the last time I priced it, it was actually $10 or $15 for just the cartridge, so I was really happy to get that for $5. Picked up a deck of Star Trek The Next Generation playing cards, because why not, right? I'm a huge Star Trek fan, but then just today I was at Walmart, and they had Star Wars Heroes and Villains playing cards, so it's a complete deck of, well, I can't even see it on the back here, but it's a complete deck of Rebel characters and then a complete deck of Sith characters. And yeah, it was $1. So I figured I got the Star Trek cards, why not get the Star Wars cards? And then with my birthday money, I also picked up Disney Infinity 3.0. Now you guys may remember last year I did a lot of Disney Infinity 2.0 videos. Did some blind bag videos, I did the unboxing, the collector's edition, and even some figure reviews. Most of that didn't get as much traffic as I'd like, so I'm probably not going to do any Infinity videos this year. The blind bags were the best, but they don't do blind bags anymore. So, but I will be enjoying that game. So if you guys have Disney Infinity 3.0 Star Wars Edition, let me know in the comments what you like about it. So far, I'm enjoying the story mode and the extra additions to the toy box, but I still wish they would have fixed the driving controls for cars. But that's mostly my haul. So this stuff is going to be coming in the next few weeks and up into October with the Sabretooth there. I've also got a Marvel Select Hulkbuster on order. Look forward to reviewing that. And I just ordered some Marvel Legends Zombies with my birthday money. So those will probably be showing up around October. Marvel Zombie Minimates, that is. Finally, at Slackers at Game Store, I also picked up the 4-inch Rita Repulsa figure. That wasn't at Slackers. This was at Walmart. I'm getting confused now. But this is a figure that I had passed on again and again and again. And my Walmart in Missouri had frequently left it on clearance. It moved around the store with me, and I finally just picked it up because it was $4. But when I was into the Marvel or the Power Ranger card game, I can't even remember the full name of it, I picked up this metallic red and white Ranger, and I figured why not have a villain to go with him. So right now I've got him displayed on my desk, but that's really probably the end of my haul video. But then you can see here, my room is completely set. I've got a nice Fantastic Four poster there on the wall. I've got my shelves, and you guys may remember from previous vlogs what were on my shelves, so let's go ahead and take a look at those. I saw my Warcraft figures up here on the top, and then we've got the movie Ninja Turtle figures in between there. And then I decided to do a shelf of all Transformers figures. So I've got Optimuses off there to the left. I've actually got a bigger Optimus Prime collection, but I just wanted to go ahead and put a few of them up here. And as we move along, you'll see a lot of Transformers Generations stuff. So we've got Cliff Jumper and Bumblebee and Prowl. The RC is actually from Transformers Energon. I never was able to track down the Classics RC, at least not at retail. Or the Generations RC, I think it was, that came out last year. Kicker, we've got some Hero Squad, or Robot Heroes rather, Beast Wars figures, and just some more Generations here. I like that the Robot Heroes Ravage seems to be in scale more or less with the Generations Transformers figures, which I thought that was pretty cool, so I wanted to get him posed kind of with those guys. I did actually move my Ninja Turtle shelf. You may remember the video I did of that. I rebuilt it basically from photo, so it's essentially the same positions that you saw previously. I moved the little turtles up there, and I've replaced them at the bottom with the Minimate turtles now that I have a complete set of them. So I think that's pretty cool. And then because this is my room, previously I had been sharing an office with my wife. Now, where we are now, my wife's basically let my my office be a room that I also sleep in. So basically the shelves are all mine is what the moral of the story is there. So you can see I've got my complete collection here of Star Trek DVDs. I'm a big Next Gen fan, so I've got all of those, all the special edition sets that even helped me get some Diamond Select figures back in the day. I've got my books, oh, oops, here we go, got my books over here, the Ultimate Universe bleeding into the beginning of 616 Marvel, my PS1 games, and then at the bottom, just lots of trades. And anymore, I still like collecting books, but I'm buying more and more issues on Marvel.com, so I may actually stop collecting books, and I can't believe I'm even saying that, but it really seems to be more economically sound to just buy them online. So here we have just a random collection of stuff, figures that I really like. I've got the Hellboy here I reviewed last year at Halloween. I've got the Generation 1 repaint of the Transformers 1 movie Jazz figure. There's the Nightcrawler you saw recently in my collection video, which I do plan on doing more of those. The Sam Raimi Spider-Man 1 movie is probably going to be my next collection video, so be on the lookout for that. Got that Marvel Select Colossus I think is really great. The Scott Hall figure, or rather Riz Ramon figure I reviewed earlier this year. Sort of retro Spider-Man bank, which doesn't work, unfortunately. I think I left the batteries in too long and the acid just kind of killed it. I'm going to have to see if I can fix that at some point. The Generations Beast Wars figures. Beast Wars is my favorite Transformers incarnation. So we got Waspinator and Rat Trap there. Both of those guys I reviewed last year. We've got the Minimates Enterprise with tribbles inside of it. Now, I actually picked that up the one time I went to San Diego Comic-Con, and that was actually first released at San Diego Comic-Con, so I love having that thing. And then we have a sort of Marvel Legends villain shelf. Now, this is not all of my villain figures, but it's a lot of the ones I've got. You can see here we've got Tarantula and Claw, Black Ant, Arnim Zola. Don't want to list all of them for you guys here, but you know, Sabretooth, and I recently finished Ironmonger when I did that Mark 42, Mark 43 comparison video, so I'm glad I can put him on display. And as we move along here, there's that great Kraven figure I reviewed. That's probably going to end up in my top 10 of 2015, so there's a bit of a spoiler for you. And just some other villains here. Coming down then, I have a shelf. I kind of started as a devotion to the 90s Marvel animation. That's really what got me into comics, X-Men namely, but I was a fan of the 90s Iron Man cartoons, so you can see here I've got the sort of television version of ForceWorks with Scarlet Witch and War Machine, Hawkeye, and Iron Man in his neoclassic armor. I really, really want a repaint of this year's Spider-Woman figure as Jessica Drew. I would love to add that to that collection. I think she'd look just fantastic with those four guys. We've got Mandarin in the background, Annihilus, the Fantastic Four here in their white and blue outfits. Again, 90s Marvel animation. We've got Doctor Doom and then Terrax. All of those guys I remember from the animated series. And then I started doing a Spider-Man shelf, but I absolutely loved the Spider-Verse event. So you can see here, I've got all the different Spider characters that were involved in Spider-Verse. I mean, we got 2099 Spidey, Scarlet Spidey, Superior Spidey. The original Scarlet Spider wasn't really part of Spider-Verse, but I just threw him in there because, you know, the Ultimate characters, Ultimate Spider-Man, Ultimate Spider-Woman, Spider-Girl. I really love having this display, and I cannot wait to get Spider-Gwen added to that display next year. And then we've got just some Marvel Knights characters, because I really like Marvel Knights as well. We've got Punisher and Ghost Rider. Daredevil up there, Black Cat's in the corner, so I really like the way that that display came out, and I like having this just sort of ode to 90s Marvel animation. And then coming down here, you can see we've got some of my X-Men DVD Blu-ray collection, basically, and then just some collector's editions of video games, some more Star Trek stuff, some digest stuff, and then we've got just a bunch of random stuff here, really. Different novels. The few books that I've actually read are, of course, licensed tie-in novels. I just can't sit down and read an original book unless it's just some really awesome science fiction. And then down at the bottom, we've got the rest of my trade paperback and hardcover collection. So that's basically the way I've set up my shelves. I really like the way that it looks. If you guys remember from my previous vlog videos, in between, I did have an original art piece of the Grant Morrison era Beast. Unfortunately, the way I have to have the shelves positioned in this place, I can't fit that there, so I'm still trying to find a spot for that. But Jeffrey Edwards, an artist from Kansas City and somebody I'd gotten to know while I lived in Columbia, actually drew that for me. Amazing on his part, but he's now working for, I think he said, IDW, so you might see his artwork someday on a cover or in a book. I'm not sure what he's working on at this point, but definitely check out his art. And then here's where I do my filming. So you can see here, just simple sheet over a table. I've got my lamp, I've got another lamp, I've got towels hanging up to try to sort of dampen the echo. I've noticed since I moved here that my voice does tend to echo more in my videos, so I'm trying to do what I can to kind of dampen that without actually just hanging stuff on the wall. And you can see some of the stuff I've been using for comparison lately in my long boxes. I've pretty much stopped collecting single issues, at least hardcore. I still go to the comic shop every Wednesday, but I'm not as anal about filing them away as I used to be, unfortunately. And then we just got some other stuff I've been using for comparison lately. So that's basically my setup in my new place. So I appreciate you guys checking that out with me. Definitely be on the lookout for more of my videos. Be on the lookout for the 13 Days of Halloween. And really just thanks for sticking with me, guys, for this whole year. It's been a real great adventure. It's been a joy to be able to do this, and I'm glad that people are as interested in what I'm talking about and sharing with you guys, and even sharing back with me. Probably my favorite thing about YouTube is the comments I'm getting on my videos where I can actually interact with people, and people telling me that they like what I'm doing. I even started doing the collection videos, of course, for the X-Men films and Fantastic Four, and those have been kind of personal pieces, and I do plan to keep doing them. But even the stop motion stuff, which takes a lot of work, but it's been fun to put together, and I definitely plan on doing more of those as time allows. So I'm glad you guys have been enjoying that as well. But that's my update vlog, guys. Thanks for sticking with me here, checking out my haul, and just kind of hearing me ramble on. But we'll see you next time.